What's good, YouTube? So I'm back with another iteration of my Skystriker deck profile. So with the last few Skystriker deck profiles and combo videos that I've been posting, a lot of the comments I've been getting consist of asking, do you go first or do you go second? So prior to this actual deck profile, my ideal choice would be to go second. However, after doing some playtesting with the deck, I actually decided to create an iteration of this deck purely designed to go first. So this deck profile is going to remove a lot of the typical spells I would be using in the go second variant, added a few more hand traps, and just the overall design of the deck is a bit different, especially if you've been playing Skystriker for years like I have. It is a bit different not choosing to go second. So with that in mind, the idea behind this deck, I do want to hopefully win the coin toss with game one and choose to go first, and then hopefully winning game one, and then your opponent will then see, okay, they lost game one, you're playing a go first variant of Skystriker, and from there, game 2 and 3, our side deck consists of all pure going second cards. You do want to go first, and then after that, it's pure going second. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll go over the design of the deck as we go through the deck profile, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'm always interested in talking Skystriker stuff, or if you guys have any suggestions as well. But let's just go straight into the deck profile. So we're running 3 Ray and 1 Rose. This honestly doesn't really change. The only thing I would include is possibly including a second Rose. I did mention that in the last video, but for now, we're just keeping it with the standard 3 and 1. Then we have the 3 engages, of course, 3 linkage, and 3 Widow Anchors. So these cards are definitely the other mandatory 3-ofs aside from Ray, where you always want to be playing 3-of. It doesn't matter if you're going first or second. These are definitely mandatory 3, especially Engage, obviously. The other one might be Hornet Drones if it gets off the ban list within the next couple weeks, but I guess that's a conversation for another day. Then we're going to go ahead. We have 2 of the new Limniscate. Pretty standard. I feel like at this point you want to be running 2 of them, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Shark Cannon, and then surprise, surprise, guess who's back? Multi-row and Area 0 along with Terraforming, and then the 1 additional copy of Ray, aka Reinforcement of the Army. So these cards are a bit different. One other thing I did do, let me see if I can pull it out over here. So I think for the first time in life, I am not running the Skystriker Maneuver Afterburners. I have it in the side deck, spoiler alert. But yeah, for some reason, I just felt like this was a dead card going first. You didn't really want to see it. Obviously going second, it's great. But in a pure going first version of this deck, I feel like this card really had no place in the deck. So I did take it out, put it in the side deck. And then obviously Reinforcement of the Army is just another copy of Ray. And then multi-row and Area 0. Area 0 obviously lets you dig into your deck a little bit. And the multi-row, just a great going first card. Shark Cannon was the other card I did have on the cutting block, possibly to get it removed for just another hand trap. But I kept it in just because of the DD Crow effect. Hornet Drones, love that card. Terraforming, just to get more spells into the deck. If we can use it, why not? Obviously, it can be a dead card if we already drew our Area 0, but if we already drew our Area 0 and we had Terraforming, we have a target for Area 0, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I was really happy with this lineup, honestly. I feel like I wouldn't really change much. It was nice having multi-row back in the deck, especially for this going first iteration of the deck. But that's pretty much it for the Skystriker cards. Then we have some power going first cards. We have Triple Tack. This is another card that was on the cutting room floor, just because I want all of my cards in my going first hand to be as optimal as possible. And sometimes Triple Tactics can be a dead card. So that is another one I was thinking of possibly cutting. Also, the other thing I am still experimenting with is 2 Triple Tactics Thrust. I do have Imperm in the deck, so the card can get me Imperm. So it does work as 1 negate. So not really a total dead card going first. But yeah, so I'm still messing around with these ratios. Cross the Designator, the deck loses really hard to draw. And then Called By, obviously, for the Molcharmies, and just a pretty good card to set as well. But yeah, still messing around with the ratios regarding these 3 cards over here. Then we have some cards that are amazing going first or going second. Still running 3 Super Poly and 3 Forbidden Droplet. Obviously, the board breaker cards, quick play spell versions definitely are staying in the deck, whether you're going first or second. These are 6 cards that I feel like are just really mandatory. And not only are they super powerful board breakers, but they're spell cards as well that are great going first or second. So as long as I'm playing Skystriker, I think I'm going to be keeping these 6 in, especially in this meta. Super Poly does crazy work in this current meta. Might be showing you guys some gameplay pretty soon where I show the power of what Super Poly can do against a lot of the meta decks. If that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I can get to editing that. I am recording footage regarding me actually dueling, if that's something you guys are interested in. Now that I've hit the 1K subs, I think I am going to be starting to show myself on camera a bit more. I did recently just finish grad school this past week. That is why I never really showed my face prior to this. I wasn't really sure how serious I was going to get with YouTube, and I didn't really want my content on YouTube to kind of impact my career, because my career is the reason I'm able to buy certain cards and decks as I do. But yeah, another change I will be doing is I will be posting my music. I'll be posting those pretty much weekly from here on out under shorts. I have been posting links to my music and my music YouTube channel as well in the description of most of my videos if that's something you guys are interested in. So aside from the board breakers, we are running 3 Ash, Ash is Ash. We're also in 3 Droll. I do have my other one misplaced at the moment, but no, there is 3 Drolls in my deck. And then 3 Infinite Permanents. This is another card, kind of hit or miss. I have it in for our Triple Tactics Thrust just to have another target to go into. But for now, it's in here. It's great against back row cards when you want to also negate a back row card if there's a floodgate on the board. And also just a decent going second card as well, and going first as well, being able to set it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the 40 card main deck. And for the extra deck, pretty standard. We still have our 2 Zeros, 3 Kigari, 2 Zeke, 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, 1 Axis Code Soccer, 1 SP Little Knight. Then for our super poly targets, we have Garura and our Mud Dragon. And then we have Typhon for going second, of course. And then one of the other cool techs, I will be doing a separate video as well for number 41 Baguska. Honestly, just too strong, especially this deck loses so hard to draw. Being able to go into Baguska as your backup option is honestly insane, especially backed up with a hand trap or two. It's really hard to get over this monster, especially in the current meta. But yeah, I will be making a video showcasing the power of Baguska as well. But honestly, I just feel like having the ability to go stun with Skystriker again does remind me of the Mystic Mind days. But yeah, so Baguska is now included in the extra deck along with Super Poly targets and Super Typhon. I did cut also kinda for the first time in probably forever. Didn't really feel like she was really needed, honestly. It's just a utility card that doesn't really come up, and I feel like it's too slow and too weak, especially in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Then for the side deck, we have 3 Molcharmies. You hopefully win the die roll and then go first game 1, and then you hopefully win that game, and then your opponents can be like, okay, they want to go first with Skystriker, they're going to choose to go first, and then you just side in going second cards from there on out, and you either beat them, or if you lose, then going into game 3, your opponent's going to think, okay, they want to go first, so they're going to side in a bunch of going second cards, and then you make them go first, and then you have a bunch of going second cards going into game 3. So we have Fualos, and we have 3 Artifact Lancia, just because Malice is such a super strong deck at the moment. Then we have 2 Raigekis, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Skystriker Maneuver Afterburners, 2 Lightning Storm. Then I'm also running 3 Heat Wave. I do have the other 2 lent out to a friend at the moment, but I do have 3 of this just in case you are thinking of going first. I feel like it's cool to have cards like this where you could side cards like Heat Wave when you do eventually go first. If you want to see the interaction the Skystriker can do with Heat Wave, let me know. I can also make a video with that, but this is definitely a cool tech the Skystriker can now utilize, being able to start your main phase, and then either player can normal or special summon effect monsters. There is ways for Skystriker to go around that little niche interaction. So that concludes the deck profile. Again, I will be posting some updated combos with the spicy tech that I have been working on with this specific deck, with this specific variation as well. I do have live duels coming up with Skystriker. If that is something you guys are interested in, stay tuned. I will be posting those hopefully within the next week or so. Again, I do want to thank everyone. I did reach 1,000 subscribers last week, so huge milestone for me, and that is thanks to you guys. And I feel like that's also a big thanks to the recent Skystriker resurgence. A lot of my most popular videos recently have been Skystriker videos, so I'm going to be posting a lot more of these Skystriker going first, going second variations. So that's something for you guys to look forward to in the future. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next video.